on, still under that DMV first warn day going into your Wednesday. Temperatures still in the triple digits. Have your full forecast. It's coming up.
It's an all-out effort to stay cool.
Oh, it's horrible. It's very hot.
Trying to take every safety precaution, just making sure they get their adequate water.
From personal fans to plenty of hydration.
And some happy pups in Montgomery County. The restored air conditioning at a local animal shelter.
Avoiding the heat is not an option for everyone. How first responders are handling the dangerous conditions.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Tonight on DC News Now at 9, another miserably hot day in the DMV and across major portions of the U.S. Temperatures nearing 100 degrees and the humidity just unbearable.
In D.C., the extreme heat alert continues into Wednesday. Families finding relief every and anywhere. We're talking spray parks that look incredibly refreshing, which you can find in all 8 wards. They're going to be open daily from 10 in the morning until 6 at night.
And in Western Maryland, Horizon Goodwill opening up cooling stations for families there in Hagerstown. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight for DC News Now. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. We're grateful to be indoors on a day like today. Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb, and it's just really oppressive out there.
Yeah, we continue to really deal with all these advisories across the country, 2/3 of the nation. Some of these are going to expire tonight because we're going to go in our overnight hours, and then they will creep back up tomorrow morning into mid-afternoon. Still under that warning for parts of North Carolina into Virginia and here in the DMV. That will extend into tomorrow. It does look like this has just been changed to an advisory going into tonight, and there's some likelihood that they will expand that into a warning tomorrow. Some areas tomorrow are not going to touch that 110 mark, and so it gets a little finicky here between a warning and advisory. Still a very hot day and still a DMV first warn across the entire region. Temperatures right now 93 at the 9 o'clock hour, uppers 80s for Baltimore, 90 for Martinsburg. Hey, good evening, Culpeper in Northern Virginia. We saw heat index values of 113 today in Northern Virginia. And so now you are getting a little bit better, but tonight is definitely going to be a toasty one. Dew points, they're making a statement as well, back into the upper 70s. Tomorrow we do have some storms in the forecast. We'll take a look at that coming up.
All right, Janessa, thank you. The heat turning some activities in the district into extreme sports as people making sure to take the extra precautions.
Absolutely. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg live for us tonight in Northwest. And Daniel, people really coping with the heat in different ways.
That's right, Chris and Susan. A lot of people using electric fans like I have been using today to beat the heat, as well as some makeshift fans and, of course, lots of water bottles. But even though it may be unpleasant, there are lots of people still lined up here at an ice cream shop in Georgetown enjoying the weather.
Amid the sweltering heat, people in D.C. are doing whatever they can to stay cool, hiding in the shade between bus shelters and using portable fans.
I'm coping because I'm using my fan, and it has a little freezer cooling thing like, so I just put it on my cheek and it's really helping.
Waiting for the bus in this heat isn't pleasant, but some aren't too bothered.
I found I got to go out to go to work in the heat. I wouldn't have a job if I say, you know, it's too hot to go to work.
While a lot of people have no choice but to be outside for their commute, on the National Mall, athletes in Volo leagues have their head in the game.
I'm here to play some soccer, win some games.
Nick Antonori has a plan for staying safe.
Drink a lot of water, stay hydrated, be in the shade, and try and rest as much as I could.
Half of these volleyball courts are in the shade, but soccer is fully in the sun. Volo staff are making sure everyone playing cools off.
Any of the sports that are like consistent running and you're outside, or like volleyball, soccer, football, we're definitely like trying to break it up a little more just to get them like in the shade for a second, get some water, rehydrate, and then get back out there.
We asked if it's surprising seeing so many people playing when it feels like more than 100 degrees.
Honestly, yeah, but I mean, we came here to sweat and have a good time.
So a bit uncomfortable, sure, but those athletes say they wanted to get their money's worth out of that league, and certainly a lot of people have to be outside. Thankfully, a little bit cooler at this hour. We're live in Northwest. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Certainly brave. Daniel, thank you. Well, high temps at Nats Park. Concertgoers say they endured sweltering heat and had limited access to water last night. D.C. Fire and EMS saying 6 people were taken to hospitals for heat-related illness at the Stray Kids show. The artists handing their personal water bottles down into the crowd for parched fans to drink. The fans reported scarce water supplies, some getting sick and needing medical attention. Nationals Park saying water and cooling stations were available throughout the venue, and the show was shut down early for extreme heat around 10:30. We've not yet heard back from the tour promoter at Live Nation for comment.
An update out of Maryland on a story we first told you about last night. The air, it is back on at a Montgomery County shelter. The Animal Services Adoption Center's AC unit had a system error yesterday, and officials say it was topping 80 degrees inside, so they needed the community to step in and help foster more than 40 animals while crews worked on the HVAC system.
The heat advisory and stuff, we were concerned because obviously the air and temperature in here was going up. And so we preemptively reached out to the community and asked for help and said, you know, can you help us with some of our more medically challenged animals? And people just came in droves. It was an amazing feeling.
It's great to hear that so many people stepped up. The shelter, though, is still looking for people to foster some of these pets so that they can be in a calmer environment. And you can find out more details on our website, dcnewsnow.com, and search animal shelter.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Early voting has now started in Northern Virginia in a special election. It is to fill the congressional seat previously held by the late Jerry Connolly.
So Democrats are casting their ballots first, then the Republicans will vote later in the week. DC News Now's Max Marcilla joining us live from Fairfax County.
Yeah, Max, good evening. The heat did not stop people from coming out to vote.
Well, good evening, Chris and Susan. No, it did not. Look, the people who we spoke with who came out here to vote said, yeah, a little uncomfortable bearing the heat, but it is worth it. This is their civic duty, and a bit of relief because the line to vote was inside the Fairfax County Government Center. This is an important race in a traditionally strong seat for Democrats who are now trying to figure out which candidate they want to put their support behind. Feels like more than 100 degrees, and you still came out here to vote. Why?
And I'm having knee surgery tomorrow, so because it's that important. We don't have a right to complain if we don't go vote.
Voting in triple-digit feels like temps may not be fun, but ask the Democratic voters here in Fairfax County who picked their candidate of choice for the congressional special election, and they'll say it's worth it.
Anything that will help bring democracy to us, to stand up against our current administration.
These voters have a large slate of candidates to choose from, 10 Democrats in total, each seeking to fill the seat last held by Congressman Jerry Connolly, who died earlier this year. His former aide James Walkinshaw, whom he endorsed, is a frontrunner. Also in the race, state lawmaker Stella Pekarsky and Irene Shin. We have a full list of candidates on our website.
We want to see strong leadership in the Congress because there are very important issues facing us.
The Democrats' hope is for high turnout in this special election. In a matter of days, Republicans will have the same goal. They will hold their nominating events Friday right here from 2 to 7 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. at Fairfax High School. 7 candidates are vying for that nomination, seeking to be the first Republican to hold the seat since before Connolly entered office in 2008. Now, Democrats have 2 more days of early voting here at the Government Center before caucusing on Saturday, meaning by the end of the weekend, we should know which Democrat and which Republican come out of their crowded fields and will face each other in a September special election. Reporting live in Fairfax, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
All right, Max, thank you. We're going to stay in Virginia now. And new tonight, an Alexandria woman pleading guilty to embezzling campaign funds over a 4-year period. Court documents say that Catherine Buchanan worked as a consultant for 3 federal candidates between 2020 and 24. Prosecutors saying that she used that access to steal $840,000 in campaign donations and used it for herself. Investigators also say that she underreported income taxes between 2017 and 2022 so she could avoid paying more than $670,000 in taxes. She is scheduled to be sentenced in October.
In the district, D.C. police officer now recovering from being slashed in the head while making an arrest. Police say it started with a report of a theft at a store along 8th Street near the U Street corridor just after 8:30 this morning. Officers arrived and tried to stop the man, identified as Ian Zephyrin. That's when they say he assaulted an officer, prompting another officer to use pepper spray. They say Zephyrin then pulled out a knife, swinging at the officer he assaulted, and cut the officer's forehead. That officer was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Zephyrin was arrested and is being charged with assault with intent to kill, along with assaulting an officer and second-degree theft.
Developing now, a new U.S. intelligence report finding the recent bombings have only set Iran's nuclear program back a few months. This despite President Trump saying American forces totally obliterated those sites.
Yeah, and the shaky ceasefire between Israel and Iran appears to be holding. Terms of the deal still unknown tonight, but earlier President Trump expressing deep frustrations with both sides for violating the agreement that he brokered, swearing in front of reporters. Full report on that and the ongoing conflict ahead in our next half hour.
Hundreds of Jewish leaders from all across the country will be in D.C. this week calling for more security support. 400 people are part of the Jewish Federations of North America. Now, they're arriving tomorrow, and they plan to ask Congress, as well as the Trump administration, for increased safety measures for community and religious organizations following the recent attacks in D.C. and Colorado.
In our local community, just in Greater Washington, we currently spend around $4 to $5 million in a small set of organizations. That excludes all the synagogues on personnel for security. And so we're asking for both the physical security as well as personnel, support for personnel to increase security and then increase ability to fight, to identify the people who want to cause harm.
Now, he does go on to say that many organizations are anticipating spending upwards of 50% more on security instead of other initiatives. Homeland Security does have programs that provide grants to nonprofits for physical safety improvements.
All new tonight, a very special naturalization ceremony next week. Mount Vernon, the home of George Washington, is hosting the ceremony for immigrants becoming U.S. citizens on July 4th. And there will be a special speaker, former California governor and actor Arnold Schwarzenegger. He'll deliver a keynote address at that ceremony. You can buy tickets to the event. They're $29 for adults, $15 for kids. Kids under age 5 get in for free.